Hi everyone, and welcome to the first part of my Stoke City FM14 series. It's just an update series really, where I just do a video every season or two. Now this is following on from my West Ham updates, the two that I did, so it's probably a good idea to check that out just to see where I was and how my career has gone. So far it's been successful. I won the Champions League with West Ham, for those that haven't watched. And halfway through the 2017-18 season, I moved to Stoke, and I've done very well. As you can see here, I managed to win the FA Cup final 4-0 against Spurs. What a final! We completely destroyed them thanks to a couple goals from Tor, who also missed a penalty. He could have had a hat-trick. Carlos Fierro and Douglas Costa also scored. My team is immense. I just love this team. Did very well in the league. My tactic just, for the last part of the season, really did get some very impressive results, apart from that 2-0 defeat against Man United, who actually won the league. When I took over, I was mid-table around sort of December time. Struggled, well, not struggled, but had sort of a mediocre start, just getting used to the tactics and the team. Brought in a load of players in January, so watch the second West Ham update video to see who I signed. Overall though, I just love the team I've built together, and I've made some signings already. As you can see, the date's the 24th of June. I've pretty much done my business for the summer. If you look at my squad, it's very strong. A few players I sold. I've sold Tor to West Ham, I think, for 13 million. I just thought I'd cash in on him. I've got a lot of wingers and a lot of attacking players. So although he was my top scorer, I think, in the end, with 11 goals, the goals were shared around quite a lot. I didn't really need him because of the players I've signed and brought in. First of all, I'll just show you the Premiership. Now, we somehow managed to drag ourselves up to 5th place, just missing out on the last day of the season against, well, we beat Everton to go above them on the last day of the season on goal difference. Now, Arsenal had Brighton on the last day, so they comfortably beat bottom of the table Brighton, meaning we finished 5th, so we qualified for the Europa League. We then won the FA Cup, which meant Newcastle got into Europe. But then something strange happened. Liverpool had financial difficulties, probably fair play difficulties or something like that, meaning they did not qualify for the Champions League. I only got this message mid-June time, and then it said I'd qualified because I was 5th place and Liverpool were kicked out. So I'm going to be playing the Champions League qualifiers, you know, the process of going through all those qualifiers from July onwards to get into the Champions League proper. So that's brilliant news, because I don't fancy playing the Europa League. This team's strong enough to do well in the Champions League. I won the Champions League with a weaker team at West Ham, who incidentally finished 9th, by the way. One better place than last season with me, but they sacked their manager because they expected Champions League football, because that's what I said I wanted when I was in charge of them. And they lost 8-2 on aggregate against Man United in the quarter-final of the Champions League. So they did okay to get that far, but they got a great team. I mean, Kiselev, the player I signed, I think it's Kiselev is his name, he was top scorer in the Premiership, 20 goals, and scored, oh, where is he? Has he been sold? No, he's there. I'm blind. But yeah, he scored a hell of a lot of goals. He's an incredible player. And, I mean, I'd love him at Stoke, but he's not going to leave for, well, I don't have enough money now to sign him. Plus, I've got plenty of strikers, Rondon, Fierro, Giroud. I'll show you my transfers quickly. So far, I mean, ignore from January. Obviously, it's these ones. I've brought in Chiellini for 2 million. He's 33, but he will show up the defence alongside Shawcross. That's a great partnership, I think. Yarmolenko for 12 million from Tottenham, basically replacing Tor, who will play on the left. Salvio, who's a decent player and versatile, can play anywhere in the attacking third. From Man United for 11 million, did well for them. And Yoshida, another right back who's similar to Solly in a way. They're both similar quality, so I will alternate them too. I'll have plenty of games to play, obviously, with the Champions League as well, hopefully, if I qualify. And then I've sold a few players, got rid of Jorgensen for 4 million, didn't really need him, and Grant Hall, Mark Wilson going, Livermore, Parr, Hancock, and Tor, of course. So I've spent Stoke spent 112 million over the season. Mine is only from January onwards, which is, I suppose, the bulk of that anyway. And they've sold a lot. So it's been a lot of play. I've transformed the team completely. It's a different team. I mean, I've still got Huth and Shawcross, Liam Moore, Butland's still there, he's a cracking keeper. Noticed on FM14, keepers really struggle to get good average ratings. And they make loads of saves in a game and they still don't get a good rating. That annoys me slightly. Yeah, so the 3 strikers I brought in January all got, you know, well, they got 17 goals between them. Because, I mean, I mixed it up to see who was the best. And Fierro, I think, is the best one. If you look at his stats, he's unbelievable. 17 on finishing composure off the ball, 16 on pace. Oh, what a player. Crazy. And Rondon, I mean, he's brilliant as well. Slightly more solid. But he's got 16, 16, 16, 15 on pace and acceleration. Sure, he's not as good now. He's getting on, obviously. He's 31, but he's still good and still scored 5 goals for me. A few crucial goals in there. So, this team is just brilliant. Douglas Costa is so inconsistent, but when he's good, he's very, very good and scores some incredible goals, gets some incredible assists. James Rodriguez, I can't believe I've got him. It's just crazy that he's gone to Stoke. But anyway, that's Stoke City. Wish me luck for the next season. Hopefully I can do something in the Champions League. Maybe challenge for another cup competition. I'm glad I've won the FA Cup because my only trophy so far was the Champions League, other than winning the Championship with West Ham. Stoke, we're rich, we're worldwide, we've grown massively. They were rich before I took over, that's why I took the job. West Ham, the team I left, are also rich and worldwide. Mainly because they've moved into the Olympic Stadium, which has increased their revenue. And, oh yeah, Slaven Bilic in charge of West Ham now for this upcoming season. Be interesting to see how they do. I'm really trying to hope I can push for Champions League qualification through the league. That's an aim. With this team, I should be challenging. So let's hope I do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a like. I'm going to leave you with 3 clips of some games that I have recorded whilst being in charge of Stoke so far. Just 10-second clips. A couple of them pretty good and one of them was quite funny. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.